Hey guys, welcome back. It is Lucid. We're jumping back into Bumble Rumble. It's turn 32. We're playing Atlantis. This is my current turn, and I have not submitted it yet, so I don't know if I finished it. I think I've done a fair amount on it, but we are going to finish it together. We found a farm of plenty. I can't remember. I think this is the worst site in the game. Yeah, provides... Well, that's not... Like, that's technically a good site. Not a bad site. Farm of Plenty, glad we found that. Dark Knowledge, found nothing. We found a site here, a monolith, okay, because that makes up for earlier problems, because that is an Astral 2 site. So our Astral income is not shabby. It's 8, which is not bad. Okay, we got attacked by a horror. Oh god. Now, I tested this after we started getting horror marked, because I could have retired him, but I said, no, you are going to be the whipping boy of Atlantis. And the reason is because it's really freaking hard for horrors to kill him. He just kind of murders the shit out of them. Now, once I have the lightning shield, he's going to actually do a lot better against horrors, which the sooner I get that, the better in my book. He's kind of missing a lot here, too. I mean, this guy has pretty good stats, 16, 18. Or 21, 22, with many more, okay, about the same number of attacks. Okay, there we go, we finally killed him. So, unfortunately that means we got horror marked even more. You have no way of... We'll just watch that again. We don't really have a way of seeing how much more we got horror marked, but this thing is going to horror mark you a lot. Its effect on damage, so we can look each time we got hit. Okay, we've hit him. He hasn't hit us yet. Just see if Astral Claw or Life Drain hit us. Yeah, we got hit by Astral Claw. You need to attack him, man. Okay, Astral Claw both hits. I think we kill him now. Yeah, so we got really horror marked. So what that means is that we are rapidly going to get attacked by horrors every turn. Like, that's coming. The good news is... okay, also our shield died, which is a little annoying. The good news, though, if there is good news, is that we should be able to kill even Doom Horrors. And if we can't, we have enough HP where we can just throw a Ring of Returning on and we'll be fine. So, not ideal, but we're going to work with what we got. And then Pelagia, indeed, if you recall the end of last episode, they were probably going to attack us here, and they did. And you can see they have brought the cavalry. They've got a lot of mages with a few gems. Alright, so we'll just count. I think this is 5 per. Alright, so 5, 10, 15. I guess those guys were casting quickness. This guy's probably casting quickness too. 20, 25, 30. So he's got 30. So I've got more water gems than him. He does have kind of more mages by a little bit, but I have much higher path mages. Did they do water power? Yeah, I think they did. Okay, so our water elementals are going in first, which is just what I wanted. And now we've got Mr. Hands plus water elementals hitting. And you can see with the Frostbrand, he's just deleting them. Whereas before, he was getting a little tied up because his attack isn't great. He also has this Burning Pearl. So he's going to go right through their defense, like in multiple ways. They have really high defense, 24, and before we were really struggling to hit him. But with the Frostbrand and higher attack, not only are we basically getting the Frostbrand attack they can't dodge, but we're also hitting them much more with our other weapons. I think we have an extra tentacle now, too. No? I guess it didn't give us a tentacle, even though we're missing a shield. Unless we're missing an arm or something. Okay. And let's turn on colored squares so we can see whose water elementals are whose. Okay, and you can see we have clearly won the water elemental war. And Mr. Hands did a lot of work repelling the knights, because those knights would have just kind of torn up my coral guard. And the sharks that we summoned when we went off script have actually done an excellent job murdering these mages, so... So that's nice. In summary, we killed all his mages, and we killed most of his knights, and he lost all his water gems, and I mean, this is just as big of a defeat as he could have. We did pay for it, though. We not only did we spend a lot of water gems of our own, if you recall, we brought, I think, 70 to that fight, 60 or 70, but we also lost a fair amount of troops. And like his Knights of the Deep are 70 and my guys are like 25, so he's definitely lost more, I think, in terms of money. And his mages were obviously super expensive. So, I mean, like just the mages alone were almost 2,000 gold of stuff. And then these guys were, what? And probably the ones that retreated survived because they're on top of their fort. But 70 times... how many did we kill? 12? It's like 700 or 800 gold. Something like that. So like almost, I mean, we're pretty damn close to 3,000 gold, which is a huge loss. Whereas on my side, we lost like 40 times 10, so that's 400. And then 25 times 20, which is about 500. So yeah, we lost about 1,000 and he lost about 3,000. So very good. And his stuff is way harder for him to get, like to replace, because it's mages and cap only sacreds. And for me, it's, you know, just stuff I recruit anywhere. Okay, so what have we done? Well, we've done a few things. One of we've given Mr. Hands a coral blade. I think he had a main gauche and he had faithful and he had this. But his shield got broken, so we're going to give him a coral blade. And the thing is, okay, yeah, actually, it's pretty unlikely that that the shield breaks, because we had a pretty solid shield. But hopefully this other one that we want to get the earth air one, and yeah, when we get it, we'll be in business. It's going to really help a lot with horror attacks. I actually should probably take some time now and look and see if there's any other stuff that I have that just screams out, hey, I'll be good against horrors. Might not be bad. Entangle a big, nasty horror? I can think of worse things. Not horrible. Definitely good anti-thug, but it's too situationally useful. If I have him pinned up, or I'm just like sitting at home trying not to die to horrors, I might do that. Get one of the vine whips. Here, anything that jumps out at me? No, not really. Not really. Yeah, I don't think so. So, oh, we weren't really checking shields though. Let's check some of the shields real quick. I don't think there's any. Yeah, this is a pretty strong shield. The chance of it breaking has to do with the protection value of the shield. So that one's pretty high. I mean, like some of these are really high though. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, so we've had a big victory. We can see that Relay has kind of pushed down. I don't know if he had this already, but I imagine Relay's going to go here and leave me to fight this army, which, you know, is fine. I think one of the things that's been nice is that while this map has been extremely annoying for me to have to expand into, because it's like there's no efficient expansion paths. You basically go in a direction and then you stop and you have to turn around. It has made it very, very helpful for fighting Pelagia. If you were able to get knights to just run around and I had to guess where they're moving, like happened with Relay, it would be just horrible. But here, like I have another basically determined move. I know where he's going to go, and all I have to do is just go deal with it. The only problem is I don't have my shield anymore. So I might actually need to test this. But I think I have to repel them here. I think that's the play. I mean, I think the play is I move this guy here and move this guy here. The problem is if he moves here, he can't knock me off this fort because I haven't cracked it. Right? So he can really only move here or here. So he's probably going to move here. Now, if he moves here, then I think the play is I just kind of try to kill him. So the first thing we're going to have to do is we're going to have to do Iron Will. Yeah, I think that's what we're going to do. Iron Will and then Iron Skin. And then we're going to do Temper Flesh. And then Summon Earth Power. And then Astral Shield. And then Attack Closest. And then we're going to put him right here. And this guy's going to do Body Ethereal and Quickness and Retreat. If he doesn't get Quickness off, it's okay. If he doesn't get Body Ethereal off, there's a good chance our god dies. The good thing is, because we have the brand and all this business, we should kill kind of pretty quickly. Whereas before, we would sit there and not do much. If he does encase in ice, which he will, we'll kind of be in trouble. But I think what this play is going to call for is just a massive PD dump. So I may even stop a lot of recruitment. Because, okay, he can come up and... I mean, he will kill the PD. The thing is, I think it's going to mess up the scripting for his mages, and there's a chance that there's enough PD, some of it will kill his mages, so they're not going to just run in and do this thing where they do ice whatever. So we're actually, I think we're going to cancel some recruitment. We're going to keep this one because he's coming out. This one was a new guy. We're going to still get you guys. We're going to chill out on mages for a turn. Put another 500 up here. Unfortunately, these are really shitty. I could do him far forward positioned and do the same thing, so I just have the PD to back me up. I think that actually may be the play. Yeah, I think we'll do that. To do that, I'm going to have to bring this guy in, because I got to take Iron Will off my script. This guy's going to do... Iron Will. Quickness, and then... we'll have him make some water elementals. We do need to give him... if he's going to make 3, he'll need a few gems. So I had 70. I think I used... yeah, we basically cleared out my little gem reservoir here. I think the only gems we have left, we're going to go ahead and give to this guy. And hopefully he can do 2 of these. We'll have him run off the battlefield. We'll have this guy run off the battlefield. I think we'll change this to Earth Might, too. I think we'll just do Earth Might. That way we'll target him. And then we'll just give him enough gems for 1, I think. Okay. So what this should do... The big PD blob is just going to float forward, and it will probably be over the top of these guys by the time the knights get there. Though, if it kills them, I can live with that. I think we'll do quickness. I think we'll do body ethereal again. Then we'll have him retreat. That way we'll get... The second cast should be on top of this guy, which will be on top of him too. This should be... Like, this should kind of work. A lot of times you put your thugs behind your PD. The problem is we don't have any way to do flight or anything like that. We won't do anything. We'll just sit there behind them. Now, they could run around behind and get the mages because we've done so many, which is kind of what I'm hoping for. But I think instead I want my octopus to sit here and kind of break the line. So I assume he'll be able to get into combat with like this. I mean, honestly, I might even take one thing off his script if there's anything. Oh, we got rid of our chest wound? Okay, yeah, let's take Earth Power off the script. We're going to be fighting in my Dominion, too. Okay, so with this, I'm pretty sure that we will be in business. We've already got quickness. Okay, so I think we'll be in business, and I think what's going to happen is basically the same thing. I don't think he's going to expect this, because the thing I'm going to lose when I do this, this fort's almost broken. I've got... the walls are critically damaged, but a little more time is required to break them down completely. So that means I should break through this turn. The other thing I should do... Okay, well, let me finish this thought first. So, if I move him here, the next turn when the fort breaks down, I can't send my octopus in, which I would kind of rather do. So, like, what his play is probably going to be is to move whatever he has here down here, move whatever he has here down here, and on the turn I'm going to storm, come in with some magic and kind of kill me. So it's going to be really risky raiding this province, because he's probably sending some knights with water gems and stuff. Potentially I could handle it, right? Like if I sent this guy in, body ethereal... I mean, no, not really. Not really. We would get murdered. So, if he had the gear on, I might do it. Like if he had good armor and weapons and all that shit, then with, like, and the bracers and all that shit, he might be able to pull it off. But as it stands, he won't. So, I think what's going to happen is if this trap works, then this army is going to bull in here, which I think, if they don't, they're going to be giving up this fort, which is fine by me. But I don't think they want to give up this fort. I think they know if they give up this fort with this water gem income, this is basically 3 water gems that I get and he doesn't. So it's like a Delta 6 water gem difference. So I think he's going to move this way and kind of do one last hurrah rather than grind it out anymore. He's burned through most of his water gems. He has to make a play. It's not going to get easier if he loses this. So I think he's going to move something here and move something here. If this works, then I'm pretty confident that whatever I have here will be able to take his stuff. The other thing I may want to do is load this guy up. And I can potentially have him cast Swarm. Is castable underwater, we get little shrimp. But it's pretty useful in just cluttering the battlefield with useless shit. I think we'll give him 20. And we'll just have him come over here and get ready to cast Swarm. And that will be able, I think, and we're going to give him some water gems too. We'll give him 10 water gems. That should be enough. I don't think there's any mages left inside. Some water gems plus this army, we should be able to handle it. Now, what I'm going to do too is we're going to put most everybody on the mages, and the mages are going to do... We'll have to rescript them next turn, but I want to go ahead and spend a turn preaching. Okay. So these guys are all going to siege. I think this was potentially for Magic Duel, though I didn't script him for that. Why did I do that? Not sure. Did I even research Magic Duel? No. Okay. So I don't know why he has 2 pearls, but he does. Okay, so these 2 guys who are not sieging, I think we're going to have them preach. And that will give me another candle, which is going to help me a little bit. Okay, so we're going to have a big fight here. Now, what is this army going to do? Well, they're going to come forward, and we've got a ton of water gems on them. And... I think what we're going to do... These guys are definitely moving on top of this. These guys... I think you, sir... If I come up here, then I'm threatening his capital. Oh, but I can't. So I think that's what we're going to do. You are going to come here, and you're going to lead these guys over this way. And you are going to come up here so you can check this province, and that you basically this can check a lot of provinces. So I can go attack that or something. This would be good because this will be a contested province with Relay. Relay will probably be happy at this point just to take this stuff. Maybe that. Then I'm going to get the rest. Okay, we're preaching here. Okay, but we're preached out. We don't... 6... We can only preach it up to 6 with this guy, so... Honestly, with the big PD swarm we have here, having this guy come up here and just sit in the back and do... like a bunch of smiting. Probably not bad. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good deal. This will go a long way behind all this PD. He's going to have a fair amount. There's probably at least 30 gems, which is like 15 water elementals. We could potentially keep one guy here and just have him spam out water elementals, and that will basically guarantee that I win. I don't think they're going to be needed. I don't really think these water elementals will be the time. Like, I think if somehow my calculation's wrong and we don't win, like, we're going to lose a lot. Like, I mean, I don't think a few water elementals in this case is going to help. The main thing that's going to be different between this and all the other fights is he's not going to get focused down as hard, I don't think, because of all the other shit around him. And he's going to be going active way sooner, so he's going to chop up a lot of these knights before the mages start freezing him. And I don't even know if the mages will. Like, with a bunch of other stuff around, their AI may not have them set to do Encase Ice. And this is a lot of troops. I mean, they will get shat on. They'll run almost immediately, actually. Which kind of sucks, but there's a chance that we cause him to rout first. So we're going to site search here. Okay, this is our new little place. I think we're going to patrol here. We have a lab too, so that's nice. We didn't find anything when we site searched, which is unfortunate. Let's have you patrol. Now, I don't think I have a nap with him, and Squani has brought his army back here to Bandar Log, which is a bit tricky. We're going to go ahead and preach. 8. Okay, we still got a fair amount of Dominion pressure here. We need to go ahead and get it up. This is finally coming our Dominion, so that's good. But Dominion, in many ways, is going to be the name of the game, because it's going to allow us to use our Pretender. So I'm taking, not only is it important for underwater nations, but I'm making it like a very strong priority. Okay, I think you can come make your way back down this way and hop in the lake. You can take these guys and continue to patrol. This army is going to look big and scary here, which I think is fine. I would much rather him, because I've got this effigy of war, which is going to make it look like I have almost like a 100-person army here. Which is fine. I would rather have Squani a little scared of me rather than have him think I'm weak and just take all my shit. So we'll see. Okay. Do we have more? We need more. Okay, there's a lot of things I need. We need to go through our research priorities too. Okay, we need to cast horror specs on a bunch of places, so we need to cast it there. Except, what are the odds that Pan didn't say? The odds are kind of high, actually. I don't think Pan was walking around very much. Okay, more Shambler skin armors. We're switching to Necromancers, so we'll have our first one out this turn. I didn't say that I started recruiting one last turn, but I did. We had our bat. We're gonna have another bat here too. So he actually can go ahead and cast Dark Knowledge. I think we'll do it. The forests have a little higher chance of having death sights, so we'll go ahead and do that. We're gonna also do it here in these darker ocean provinces, deep ocean or deep seas. They have a higher chance of magic sights. As you can see, they both have a couple here. So hopefully we find them there. But finding that was really good, that death sight, because otherwise we were going to be really stretched to get... You need a trickle of death income just to cast Dark Knowledge. Taking luck meant we got some gems that came in that kind of helped us prime the pump, but this is going to make things go a lot faster. You know, I think we're going to site search underwater first. I'm not 100% sure I'm going to hold on to any of the land in the long term. So we're not going to invest too much in the land until later, basically. Okay, we have Boots of the Long Stride here. Oh, I remember what you were going to do. Cumbrance 4, but with Earth Power. Yeah, he's going to come kill this To kill these guys on, I need really high protection. I probably need a brand also. And poison resistance. Like maybe I give him a coral blade and screw shambler skin armor. We might need... This will get me up to 6. Give him a hat. So now he's got ranger boots, coral blade. He's gonna have to make an item for himself here. Probably... $17 versus 24. 24 is way higher than 17. Let's go ahead and do the math and figure out what our protection is going to be. Base protection is 10. Nice. It's going to jump up to... Okay, well, let's do the normal armor first. So, these are going to be 5 protection each. So these are going to be 10 protection on top of whatever else I wear. We've already got a coral cap, so that's actually probably enough. But if we have 10, let's say if we have for a chest piece, this is going to be 17, so that'll give me 27 base protection. And then with natural protection added in, it's going to be around another 10. So I'll be mid to high 30s. I think that'll be enough to ignore damage from these guys. Then I just kind of need to kill them. So point is, I'm more worried about fatigue issues. So taking this with only getting 2 encumbrance is going to make a big deal, or a big difference. Because my encumbrance is going to be 5. Yeah. The only thing then I need is some kind of area of effect. We don't need a dragon helmet. We actually just need a Mace of Eruption. Some kind of area of effect thing. And then he can take all this and go run in and kill them. He's going to have the boots. The armor, I think we're just going to use his default cap, because that's going to be fine with these 2 bracers anyway. He's going to have a mace and a coral sword. And he will be pretty damn survivable. So that's good. I don't have to worry about bringing my god back down. Okay, we're site searching here. Okay. Here we have a druid who could go out and push my Dominion, or site search. He's going to go out and site search. Focus on the water first. Okay, we need a site search here, and then here we're just checking out what he has. I think we're going to quite well organized. We'll move here because I want to attack it and I want to get an exact scouting report. We're making a bunch of stuff this turn. We might as well use this. Which gems are most scarce to us? We're using Earth and Nature and Fire. Fire might be our most scarce. We're going to use a lot of Fire. Okay. He can actually... Oh, fuck that. If Yis thinks he's going to take this, I'm just going to kill him. Okay, the question, though, is do I have any fire resistance items? We'll see. I really need to finish this war with Pelagia before I have to fight Yis. If Yis comes and attacks me before the Pelagian war is over, I'm going to be in trouble, because my god can only be in one place, and I'm really crutching on him super hard right now. What I can do, because I have these pearls on my god, I can do returning. I don't want to do it because there's like an think it's like a 5 to 10% chance that he gets gone or something really bad happens to him. He can get insanity, which would suck. Okay, but I think that's sufficient here. Okay, if I do have to fight, yes. Actually, the flame breath is not going to matter when I have 29 protection, I don't think. I'll have to test it, but whatever. He did kill a bunch of these. These were troglodytes. This was no walk in the park. Troglodytes are tough. There's 30 of them. Like, I don't even know if I would send this guy in versus 30 troglodytes. The nice thing about the mace... Let's take a look at... Oh, I think they're fire resistant. They are fire resistant, which means this thing isn't going to do dick to them. I don't know if they're poison resistant. If they're not poison, I need to find out. I'm going to just message in Discord really fast, but I need to find out what Yis's Bless is. I think Waywinkle is playing Pangea. I'll just ask him. I'll probably ask him in Discord. Construction's going to be a priority for us, because we have to have the right tools for our thugs to kill his knights. 6 is going to be pretty important. We're almost there. We're 1 turn away. Evocation 3 is going to let me do astral searching, then construction 4. Oof. Evocation 6 is going to give me... Falling Frost is there. What's at 6? There's not too much at 6. I think I just kind of wanted to go all the way up to get Maelstrom's at 8. I don't have the time to go to 8. We've got to go to Construction 6. And then we'll start climbing up Evocation more. I think going Evocation is going to be important for fighting land nations. Like, Falling Frost is going to be super important. By the way, if he does not have cold resistance and is blessed, we will just murder those knights with Falling Frost. Having a little alteration would be nice for Wave Warriors so they don't kill us that quickly while we sit there and murder them with Falling Frost. It's kind of what I'm hoping for. Also having some kind of fire resistance, which I don't think I can easily do at this time. Yeah, okay. So I think that's it. Thank you guys for watching. I know it's been a little tedious because we've been doing this one on the fly. Let's double check all our scripts here. So if they attack us outside the fort, hold an attack rear, that's fine. Guard commander. These scripts are all hosed up now because nobody's here. So we actually probably should fix them. Like I think I kind of just need like a default. If you hit Control S, you can see what your things are. I think we need to go ahead. Maybe we'll put it at 3. We'll do default Earth Thug script for these guys. Which will be Summon Earth Power, Iron Skin, Temper Flesh. Later it will be Legions of Steel. We'll probably do Iron Will. Or no. Quickness. Quicken Self. Breath of Winter. Attack. We'll probably come out of this with like 40 fatigue, is my guess. Make this 3. And we'll also add Legions of Steel to it once we have it. Oh, these are people coming here, okay. Which means... Okay, he's got it, he's got it. He's coming too. He should go ahead and get it. He doesn't have anything. There's a good chance these two are going to jump me. That's fine. I might have to cede some of this to them. If they attack me right away, I'll actually kind of be okay. Swarm will be pretty good against them, so it's important. Okay, and I'll have... Do I have any... I'll be able to do some Raise Dead. Or potentially I can do Lamashta's, which would be like a screw you, but I probably am more interested in rescuing one of my guys. I probably should go ahead and make another one of these. I do want to be able to rescue my at least one death too, in case there's a good chance he just attacks me. He's got a siege down Pangea's Cap, so I don't think the timing is right for that, but I think he's probably going to attack me. But honestly, I think I'm ready to deal with him. Not ready. I mean, I think I can, but I really, really, really need to take Pelagia's Cap first. And the thing that's going to limit me doing that is getting chaff over here. What if I have anything I can summon? Okay, the only other thing I want to check for is I want to have water elementals late in the script. So we're going to do summon Earth Power first. Okay, I want to have them late in the script. There's nothing really that's threatening me. I'm just worried a little bit about gym baiting, so we'll go ahead and do that later. Who else is doing water elementals? Okay, you're doing it later, which is nice. You're gonna do body ethereal a couple times. And then I don't want you to get baited either, even though it matters a little bit less since you don't really have any gems. So, okay, this is one of the important things, and since I'm kind of playing this turn live with you, always do at the end of your turn, hit Y on every province where you think there could be a battle, and just check your shit. Okay, we're retreating here. Do we really want to retreat? I don't know if we really do. I don't want to lose this guy. Yeah, I think we do. Like, the PD's probably going to almost instantly route. They'll route probably after like 4 or 5 turns. And I don't want these guys to be here when they're routing. On that note, I'm less excited about bringing this guy in, if this PD's going to route so quickly. Well, maybe I bring him in and I just have him Sermon of Courage them so they don't route quite as freaking quickly. Okay. Okay, I might lose this guy, but that's okay. That is a big PD dump. And I think those are the places we can have battles. I'm not going to build a lab here. I do want this, so the site was, we've got a Nature 1 site, and we've got this one, Whispering Woods, which gives us enchantresses, which are really, really handy. It would give me all sorts of cross paths I wouldn't normally get. The Nature Air cross path is okay. The, I can potentially get a Nature 3, which would be nice. And yeah, I can get Earth Fire cross path, and I can get Earth Air cross path. There's a bunch of cool cross paths I can get. I do want it. I'm not sure if Ulm is going to let me have it. But once I get my Dominion here, I'm probably not going to let him build on it either. Like, I'll probably wait for him to build a fort, and then I'm going to destroy it. The problem is, if Ulm and Yias attack me, we're going to be in some real shit. And I think I know who the Yis player is, too. Like, I'm just remembering. I haven't really been in contact with him, but he's probably pretty damn large. I might need to see who his neighbors are and who potentially wants to do something about it. I really need to finish Pangaea. The speed at which I can do this is going to be based on my ability to not lose troops, and that's going to be so important. And I've lost I mean, like, this battle on one hand was good for me, because I won, but I lost a lot of siege strength here. And that siege strength is going to matter a ton, because I got to get on top of this, and I got to kill it. He can just send water elementals out at me. He's got 2 forts back here. We'll have to see. Okay, well, I think that's it. I think I'm going to go ahead and submit this turn. Thanks, guys.